Live, serious, amazing, unexpected TikTok offline.
For someone else
America, USA,
TikTok. Now, there are
UK, 25.
deals that we know about on the
Subject.
table. A billionaire called Frank McCourt has
Talk.
a coalition of people he's brought together to potentially buy it, and a company that makes an AI search engine in the States called Perplexity has proposed a merger, which might be another way of doing
That's because the Americans said that TikTok had to be sold.
Yes.
They were kind of ordering the company that owns it to sell it.
Absolutely, yes.
And for people who are watching and may have never used TikTok, may have absolutely no interest in it, what are the wider ramifications?
It's a bit like YouTube or something else. It's a bit more. I think it's more relaxed. I don't think they've got copyright on it.
Government's control over them.
Well, in terms of big tech, I mean, this is a big opportunity for the US companies. You've seen
Probably for YouTube, or Facebook,
for TikTok to disappear, and Mark Zuckerberg and Meta, which runs Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp, etc., have been really getting in with Donald Trump and adjusting their policies to be more Trumpian, and so they will be incredibly happy with that. And so it's a big opportunity here for them. What we're seeing though is
this communications down on TikTok or go to WhatsApp
was supposed to be this big thing that brought us
or
all together
Facebook
around the world, but as geopolitics has become more fractured, we're seeing Chinese internet, Western internet, even to an extent European internet and American internet splintering, really.
And are you surprised that this actually happened? Because a lot of people thought just in the hours, days leading up to it that this was actually just a bit of brinkmanship in a way between TikTok and the US government, and didn't think that it would actually happen.
Yeah, I think, well, because TikTok is such an important part of the information ecosystem.
It is in America.
It's how a lot of young people find all their information.
It's the new golden age for them.
They find their entertainment.
Now in the dark age.
So the idea that it would actually be taken off.
On the other hand, they could go to WhatsApp and Facebook, can't they?
But ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, has been
YouTube
saying for several days now that it did intend to do this. It didn't actually have to under the wording of the law. It was actually on the app stores such as Apple and Google to take the app offline. But rather than do that, they have done this. So there's the Biden administration put out a message saying yesterday saying this was a stunt, that they didn't need to do it because the law wouldn't be enforced. It's not like anyone's going to turn up at ByteDance's office today and tell them to take it off.
And the clue is, we haven't really explained why, but the issue is ByteDance is a Chinese company.
Yes.
And the worry is that the Chinese state can be skimming off data about American citizens. The British government says it has no plans to enact a similar ban on TikTok in the UK.
Okay.
The UK government. I guess part of the problem that the Americans have created here is that there's another one called Redbook, which is very much more closely aligned. TikTok says there's no connection with the state, the Chinese state. Redbook has much more connection with the Chinese state. And lots of Americans have now gone and signed up onto Redbook, where their data might well go. They should be careful what you're trying to achieve.
Well, yeah, I mean, that whole move onto this other app is very much, I don't think that's going to be a long-term thing. I think that is very much people saying,
fascinating.
You know what, if you hate us using a Chinese app, we're going to go to a different Chinese app. It's an act of defiance and a kind of meme and a bit of fun.
Okay.
I think if TikTok did remain offline in the coming weeks and months and even years, then most of those people would go to something like Instagram or YouTube, which has a Shorts feature.
Interesting. Thank you very much for coming in and talking to us.
There was a terrorist at the end of the world.
Editor of Precede Now. Thanks.
There you go. Please subscribe on Simon Jones. Let the force be with you always. When I spot the news minute at We Need to Feel. Listen to my friend Sparky Jim every Friday. Free type in ITF thing, Surrey Hill Radio every Friday. Listen to my friend Jane live through the years with Snill every Friday at 10 to 12 on Surrey Hill radio station every Friday. And listen to my friend John on Last Show every Sunday at 9 to 12 and live on Last Show on Woking Show every Sunday. Please subscribe on Simon Jones. Please subscribe on Simon Jones. Bye anyway.